Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Lakers recover and defeat Minnesota Timberwolves, with a great performance by Luka Doncic. Lakers entered the court with the obligation to win this game, to tie the series at 1-1. Even winning, the Lakers showed defensive and size flaws and a bench that does not score much. Even with the team's defensive weaknesses and the lack of scoring from the bench players and still without a high-level pivot, the Lakers are a great team and have Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James, which is why we fans are confident in qualifying for the playoffs and that the Lakers are capable of going to the NBA Finals this season. The Lakers also need forward Rui Hachimura to show his strength, explosiveness, and scoring in the playoffs. Hachimura has not yet taken off in the playoffs and is playing timidly. This makes him a candidate to be traded after the season, because the Lakers need a big center and Rui Hachimura is a good trade option and other teams are interested in Hachimura. The Lakers will certainly trade Hachimura to sign Nick Claxton. With the Los Angeles Lakers looking for a center upgrade in the offseason, one name has been floated as a potential trade candidate, Nick Claxton of the Brooklyn Nets. Bleacher Report's Greg Swartz proposed a trade that would send Claxton to the Lakers to become Luka Doncic's lob partner and, at the same time, provide rim protection. Los Angeles Lakers receive Nick Claxton. Brooklyn Nets receive Dalton Knecht, Rui Hachimura, 2025 second-round pick. Claxton, 26, would be a big upgrade over Hayes. He's a potential defensive anchor who blocked 1.4 shots per game and held opponents to a solid 58.7% shooting at the rim this season to go along with 10.3 points and 7.8 rebounds per game, Swartz wrote. The 26-year-old Claxton fits the Lakers' timeline with Doncic, the new face of their franchise, and is a major upgrade from Jackson Hayes, who will enter unrestricted free agency after this season. Claxton will enter the second season of a descending four-year, $97 million deal. He is due for $25.3 million next season and it decreases by $2 million as the salary cap increases, making it one of the best value contracts. The Lakers and the Nets have been recently involved in a trade this season, centering on Dorian Finney-Smith. There would be no problem going back to the negotiating table again if the Lakers pinpoint Claxton as their long-term answer at center. While Knecht could be a nice rebuilding piece for the Nets, Swartz's proposal, though, did not include the Lakers' 2031 first-round pick, which they offered in the rescinded Mark Williams trade. The Nets will certainly ask for it as the starting point of a potential Claxton trade. The 6'11" Claxton's numbers dipped this season, 10.3 points, 7.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists and 1.4 blocks, as the Nets tanked for the draft lottery. But he was at his best when he played alongside two future NBA Hall of Famers Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. In their final season together in 2022-23, Claxton averaged 12.6 points, 9.2 rebounds, and a career-high 2.5 blocks per game. He also shot a career-best 70.5% from the field, feasting on lobs from the Nets' former stars. Playing with Doncic, Austin Reeves, and presumably LeBron James, who has a player option for next season, will undoubtedly revitalize Claxton if the Lakers trade for him. Cheaper center options available for Lakers. The Lakers will have plenty of cheaper centers available in the free agent market, which include Atlanta's Clint Capella, Minnesota's Naz Reid, player option, Milwaukee's Brook Lopez, Indiana's Miles Turner and champion centers Al Horford of Boston and Golden State's Kevin Looney. Turner is the obvious top choice, but the Lakers do not have the cap room unless James declines his $52.6 million player option and signs elsewhere, which is unlikely happening. LeBron James reveals how he leads the Lakers during the NBA playoffs. At 40 years old, LeBron James's only concern is the NBA playoffs and leading the Los Angeles Lakers to another championship. In a recent segment with Steve Nash, the 4X champion explained his leadership style and how he keeps his team in the right mindset during even their toughest challenges. Until you get 4 wins, it's never over. I know we've never had a team come back from 3-0, but it's always a chance. I've seen it in baseball happen before. I've watched guys come back 3-0. It's going to happen. So until you win 4 games in a postseason, it's not over. So, it doesn't matter if you go on the road and beat the team by 25 in Game 1. Game 2 is going to be the hardest game that you have to play. They're mad, they're sitting at home and pissed about the game that they lost. As an NBA veteran for 22 years, LeBron has been in almost every situation imaginable, and he knows what it takes to succeed when the stakes are highest. According to James, the key to achieving playoff glory is staying even-keeled through the entire ordeal and not letting emotions dictate judgment. You have to stay even-keel. You have to get your friends and family out of your ear. You have to get off social media because everybody's gonna praise the sh*t out of you like you just won the greatest thing of all time. You have to just be able to get away from it all. After losing in 2011 and 2015, LeBron used the experience to better himself, and he became a more effective leader in the process. This year, as a member of the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron is once again calling the shots, and he's making it a point to make sure all of his teammates are focused on the right things. The regular season is you building up the habits to get to the postseason. You're hoping that you've discussed and instilled enough habits to where this is what we're gonna lean on in the playoffs. It's gonna get more fine-tuned, a little more intricate in how we do things, but we're hoping that we build those habits. LeBron has been working closely with head coach J.J. Redick all season to help the team develop championship habits. With smart and selfless basketball, the Lakers found an effective rotation with solid chemistry on both ends of the court. Going into Game 2 against the Timberwolves tonight, the Lakers are preparing for a critical fight that may just determine the series. With physical play and size down low, the Timberwolves had their way against the Lake Show, but LeBron will no doubt make some adjustments for the games ahead, and he'll make sure his team is ready to respond. To date, LeBron has only been swept twice in his career, but a loss tonight will set him on track for a third. After preparing all season for this moment, the Lakers cannot fail now, but James will not allow himself to feel the pressure. This series is still anyone's to win, and the key to success for the Lakers will be maintaining their focus and composure through the entire ordeal. Did Lakers' J.J. Redick go mad scientist after Game 1 loss to Timberwolves? The first-year coach was asked, in jest, if his 2022 State Farm commercial cameo was a depiction of what he has been like in the days since the lopsided loss in the series opener. Remember the State Farm commercial from a few years ago in which a very caffeinated and disheveled J.J. Redick, who at the time was in the first season of his broadcasting career with ESPN, was in a dark room rambling about how the pick and roll is the Pythagorean theorem but in reverse? Redick shed light on how the commercial came about before Game 2 of the Lakers' first-round playoff series against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Tuesday. Fun story about that commercial, by the way, didn't know that I was gonna do that, Redick said before Game 2. Got done with ESPN's NBA Today, drove over and I was like, you know what? Let me check the script. Read the script. Disheveled, shirts unbuttoned, hair's crazy. They're putting black eye circles under me. And then I started reading it. I'm a lunatic. And they made me, every take, drink out of the coffee pot, which was lukewarm, by the way. I went through 3 full coffee pots that day. So by the end of the shoot I was just that, it was really me, I was not acting. The topic of the commercial that first aired in April 2022 came up because Redick was, in jest, asked if that was an accurate depiction of him in the days since the Lakers' Game 1 blowout loss to the Timberwolves on Saturday night. Redick didn't answer the question directly, but he admitted that he went deep into the game film rabbit hole. The video player is currently playing an ad. I watched some expletive I shouldn't have been watching, he said. I'm like diving into Utah's offense versus Minnesota. I'm like, they're not gonna play a playoff game the same way. Why am I watching this? What am I doing? Playing bigger. After starting center Jackson Hayes played just 8 minutes in the series opener, the first time he played single-digit minutes in a game as a starter since an early exit because of an injury in a February 12 road loss to the Jazz. Redick explained why that was the case, and what Hayes could do to get more playing time. A lot of it is how much, so, Rudy, Gobert played half of the game, he elaborated. And some of that was a little bit of foul trouble. Some of that was there. Naz, Reed Dash, Julius, Randle combination played really well. That's going to be a switching lineup. It's just the matchup. And it's how much Gobert plays. How much do we want to play our laser lineup versus Gobert? How much do we want to have a lob threat versus Gobert? So that's just the calculus of that. Old film. The Timberwolves are familiar with Lakers star Luka Doncic after Doncic led the Dallas Mavericks past Minnesota in the Western Conference Finals last season. But the Mavericks fell to the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals, in part because of the Celtics' ability to switch ball screens effectively, a strategy Minnesota deployed in Saturday's Game 1. Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said his team looked at the film from last year's finals a little bit but mostly looked at the film from Doncic's time with the Mavericks to figure out how they can have a better defensive game plan against him. Looking back at our film against Dallas was probably more revealing to us, Finch said. We let Luka control too much of what he was wanting to do and got to what he wanted to do in the series. He's an incredible player. You're really not going to stop him. The things that we made pick last season to live with were the wrong things and we weren't, to the discussion earlier, disciplined enough and we kind of let him lead the dance and that's not a good place to.